Greetings and salutations, everyone. This goes out to Richard, Horror Show 3000, and his Rue Morgue giveaway. Though he and I know, between us, it's not about the giveaway. It's about the questions and getting to know each other on a more deeper level as brothers and sisters in horror. Okay, let's put it that way, since there seems to be an increase in female horror viewers out there and their inputs, and thank God for that. This background goes out to him. This is all the movies I could fit on a queen-size bed. That's right. All the movies I could fit. I've had to do this video so many times. I'm hoping to get through it before my jaw swells up too big. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I'm having to cut back on videos, because when I talk, my jaw swells. Don't ask why. I don't even fucking know. Anyway, on to the thing. Richard wants to know, what is your most memorable vampire movie experience? Oh, this got me pumped, because this is right down my alley. I'm going to take you on a tour of my early childhood. So early I wasn't even born. Yeah, I know, sounds crazy, but follow along, please. It all started with a small TV series that was actually filmed during the 60s. And it's so funny because it's actually on the cover of this month's Rue Morgue magazine, which Richard is giving away and everybody who's entering wants. And that is Dark Shadows. This is the original series with this man who plays Barnabas Collins, okay, who was portrayed in the movie Dark Shadows that's out in theaters right now by Johnny Depp. He plays Barnabas Collins. Barnabas Collins is the patriarch to the Collins family, okay? And he is a vampire. Well, what does this have to do with anything when Richard was asking us what our most memorable movie, or a memorable vampire movie experience was? Well, this was a TV series, a daytime drama TV series during the 60s. Well, like I said, I'm taking you back, so you're going to get to know me even better. My sister and I were wondering, why is it that I, out of everyone in the family, have this fascination with vampires, okay? And not just vampires, but things that are dark, things that are sinister, things that are gothic. Why? Well, when I was inside my mother, I was in her womb, there was a show that she was addicted to, and she watched it every day. And she didn't miss an episode. And that show was Dark Shadows. That's right. You guys can look up the research, those that know about it know it to be true. That the research going about that if you, reading to a baby and everything like that, that when the baby is born, when you read to them, they'll generally calm down because it's a soothing thing. They get used to your voice. They bond with you faster. If you play music to them, whatever that music is, that when they come out and you play that music later on when they're throwing fits or having a problem, that it tends to soothe them. The father figure talking to them while they're inside the room, when they get out, they bond faster with the father. There you have it. All these things, and the studies have proven that this is what happens. Well, I was exposed to, because my mother was very sick. She didn't do much reading or anything, and she was on strict bed rest. And she really didn't watch that much TV. But when she did watch TV, she watched Dark Shadows, about a friggin' vampire. So anyway, I grow up. Years passed and everything, and I have no exposure except for my first exposure to a horror movie, which was Creature from the Black Lagoon. My father sat me down, my brother and I, and explained to us what a horror movie was, how special effects worked, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And then we watched Creature from the Black Lagoon, my very first horror movie experience. and one of my all-time favorite movies. So, but that wasn't a vampire. Well, here I am, this young boy, I think I was about 7 or 8 years old, and turned on the TV, and there was this made-for-TV movie coming on that would later on turn into a series. But it was first a made-for-TV movie. And instantly I started watching it, and I was sucked into the movie as soon as I found out what the subject matter was. I was glued to my seat. I couldn't move. I couldn't budge. I didn't go to the bathroom. I mean, it was, oh my God, I couldn't believe what I was watching. And that made-for-TV movie was The Night Stalker. Later on, the series would come about and be called The Night Stalker. But the original movie, made-for-TV movie that they put out, was this, starring Darren McGavin. And it was about, that's right, people, a stinking vampire. Here I was, this young boy, like I said, 7 or 8, just sucked into this movie. I couldn't move. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I didn't change the channel. And even when the commercials came up, I was captivated. I was stuck. Well, it wasn't out of fear, people. No, not out of fear at all. I wasn't afraid of this. I was so enraptured in this, enthralled, captivated by this being that was so powerful, so strong. At the time, when I watched this movie, I was scared to death of dying, okay? I was so fearful of death. It was a huge phobia of mine. And, for whatever reason, I was scared of death. But then, here, this movie comes along and shows me a being that was once a man, but is now something more than a man. And he lives forever. Yes, there are costs, but, he lives forever. And not only does he live forever, he's much stronger than he ever was. And he could hypnotize you. He could do all the, he was just the ultimate being as far as I could see. And, there's this scene in the movie where he's stalking this lady, and he wasn't stalking her, he's walking up to her. And she's scared, okay? So she goes to her car, she opens up her back door, and she lets out her dog. Now, why does she have this big-ass Doberman Pinscher in the car? I don't know, okay? Hey, it was the 70s, What the hell? I don't know. But she did. She had a big-ass Doberman in the back seat. Dog comes charging out. Jumps up, and what does the vampire do? Calmly reaches out, grabs the dog by the throat. Just kills it right there. Like it's nothing. Like it's a fucking toy. Oh my God. Then he walks up to the lady. She is so freaked out now. She can't even scream, can't even do anything. And he just calm as ever goes over and drains her dry. To me, that was just badass. And I remember later on going to school, and, you're in elementary school, and the teachers, write up a thing on telling me what you want to be when you grow up. What are your aspirations for when you grow up? What do you want to do? And everybody's giving the trademark stuff. Fireman, and astronaut and shit like that. Some of the girls, princess, ballerina, shit, whatever. You know what I put down on mine? And I took a little heat from it, and they were concerned about it. I put down, I wanted to be a vampire. And wait, first off, it's not a job. And I was like, you don't need a job. Shit, you live forever, and you just, you live in a coffin, you live in the ground or whatever. You don't need that. You find an abandoned place. Who the hell cares? No one's going to mess with you. So there you have it. Oh, great. Battery's going on this thing. Anyways, there you have it. So, my pick for what is your most memorable vampire movie experience has to go to my beginnings. The Night Stalker, the original movie that spurned on the TV series. And then later on, I'd have to say even further than that, Dark Shadows. Because I did see Dark Shadows. And I was a little confused at first as to what my mother saw into it. But that helped push this and why I believe that I ended up going in this direction as an adult and what I like. Before I go, I got to show this. This goes out to Richard. I have to show this to you, man, and you'll see why. It's a book called Vampires of Hollywood. He's got Marilyn Monroe on the cover there as a vampire. But I'm showing this for someone special, of who the author of this book is. There you have it, man. Yep. The author, or one of the authors, of Vampires of Hollywood is none other than the beautiful Adrienne Barbeau. That is correct. And here on the inside cover, there she is. Beautiful Adrienne Barbeau, the author or co-author of Vampires of Hollywood. Sorry, I had to show that because it fits so well with all the movies and the whole theme and what this is about. So, thank you so much. Bones, I know it's XL, Bones, XL. I know he's got that on there, but I'm just calling him Bones just to make it simple. Bones, thank you so much for your shout out, man, and your little background tribute you did for me. Came at a perfect time, and it really lifted my spirits up. He's been going through some rough stuff here. And to everyone out there, I mean, I have so many stories about all these things. But everyone watching, thank you for supporting. Thank you for being there. I mean, even the one guy who keeps thumbing my stuff down. Hey, that's cool. Thanks for watching. So, thank you, everyone. And hopefully, I'm going to be able to do another video coming up here. This one was hard enough. I'm swelling pretty good. But take care, everyone. And we'll catch you later.